Well, what a brilliant season we have just had. We won the Premier League and also we won our very first European competition in the save. Yes, it's Europa League, but it's still a European competition. Doesn't matter. Right, let's do some transfers. Hello, welcome to Club 4, part 44 of the Global Explorer. In today's episode, I'm going to do some transfers. I'm not sure what type of transfers. I'm not sure if we're going to go wonderkid shopping or sign world-class players. But anyway, before we do any of that, let's take a look at our end-of-season review. As you can see, 2 trophies in the trophy cabinet this year. Get in there. So we won the Premier League and the Europa League, our first ever European competition we've won in this save. In other words of European competitions, I'm not sure the last time when Manchester United won a European competition. Might have to take a look because I don't think they've won a European competition in this save. Not while I've been manager. They might have won one went up before I got appointed. So the newest arrivals for this year didn't sign too many players, but we're signing quite a lot when the transfer window opens. So started off with Palumbo. I'm not sure why it's not showing the board transfer reactions. That's a bit weird. So Palumbo, an absolutely fantastic signing. Only came in... When did we sign him? We signed him in January, didn't we? He was our replacement to the lone guy, which his name escapes me, but Palumbo, what a fantastic player. Duarte, same with him, an absolute fantastic player. 40 goal contributions in his first season. Who knows what he's going to be like in the next season, but absolutely spectacular. Federico, he was okay. He was quite good when he played, but he sort of lost his place to Ricardo and injuries. Last Chiesa, he's a good player. Again, I thought he'd be like first choice and Edwards second choice, but nope, Edwards is just as good this year. So Chiesa, I think I see his future as like a right winger. So I don't know what the future of Dylan Davis looks like. So Dylan Davis could go, then Lars Chiesa might be retrained as a right winger because he did play quite well up there. Then Martelli, absolutely is superb. Ramsdale, he was just a backup. He's a world-class goalkeeper. I don't think he is, but he's retiring at the end of this year, so we might look to get in another goalkeeper. We might not. And Alfonso Davis, yeah, he's fine. He's fine. I think he's here for next season as well. Board expectation was qualified for the Champions League, not Europa League. We finished first, only by 1 point because we did lose our last game of the season against Everton. Top goal scorer in the league was James Edwards with 30 goals in the Premier League. Europa League, you know the story. We won that. I'd say we just about made it through to the made it past Cologne in the semi-finals, but then we had a pretty good final against Man City where they didn't really show up. Then FA Cup, we got knocked out by Man City. There's a theme going on here. We got knocked out of the Carabao Cup also by Man City, but then we did beat them in the Europa League. So it's all fine now. Our biggest win this year was an 11-2 win over Legia Warsaw. Our match to remember was a 5-0 win over Everton. Goal of the season went to Duarte for his goal against Norwich. Should we take a look at it? Yeah, I'm going to take a look at it. So I don't remember this goal, Duarte. Here we go. Let's see what sort of goal it was. Was it a free kick? Was it a volley? Was it an overhead kick? I don't know. Duarte, I mean, it's a free kick. I wouldn't say it's goal of the season, but it's a good goal. Annual revenue has gone down massively. I can only presume that's because we were in the Europa League this year, possibly, maybe, and not the Champions League, but we're definitely going to be in the Champions League this season, so expect the revenue to go up this season if we Obviously, if we win the Champions League, that will be the end of the save, or we might move jobs. See what happens this episode. Hang on, what was the best 11? So best 11 was Simon, Briggs, Mipu, Martelli, Dynamo, who is no longer at the club. He's gone to Real Madrid he's only played 6 games. I presume he must have had some injuries. Yeah. I know, he's just got a virus. He might have picked up another injury. We don't know. Then we have Manu and 9. That's probably the best duo ever. There we go. Carlo on the right. Duarte on the left. Palumbo in the middle. James Edwards up front. Standard front 4. Then I did win Manager of the Year for this season. That's very good. James Edwards picked up Young Player and Fans Player of the Season. Obviously, we know Palumbo got signing of the season. James Edwards, top goal scorer with 46 goals this year. That's ridiculous. Absolute superb. Record breakers, Edwards with 46 goals in the season. And most assists, Duarte with 24. Very good season for them two. Very good indeed. Oh yeah. 700 games in charge. Wow. Well, that was the Europa League final? Wow. That's very good. Wow. I am a Hall of Famer. I will show you the Hall of Fame I'll show you the Hall of Fame now. This is the Hall of Fame. I'm not on this one. Still got quite a bit to go on the worldwide, but I am on the nationality English Hall of Fame. I'm currently 8th. I'm behind Herbert Chapman. I've never even heard of any of these managers, so I presume if we win the Premier League and get a couple more trophies this season, I'll probably go up to like 3rd, possibly, maybe. I very much doubt that, but I'd like to end the save in top place, hopefully. So this is, we're not going to take a look at the Man United best 11 too much, but I will check. Was that Europa League win the first for Man United in absolute ages? So our last Europa League win was 2017. We were runners up in 2029. Have we won the Champions League in this database? No, 2008. Wow. Yeah. So it's the first time they've actually won Europa League in this save. Wow. I'm quite gobsmacked by that. I really am. Supporter profile. We've got another 7.3 million followers on social media. That's good. I don't really care about that. So, club vision and expectations for next season are play entertaining football, play high-tempo pressing football, make the most of set pieces, sign players under the age of 23, aka Wonder Kids, or future Wonder Kids, play attacking football. That's my kind of football now, my kind of transfers. Work within the wage budget, that's fine. Grow the club's reputation, that's all good. Get rid of the old man, minimum 4-year contracts for first team players. That's all good. That's fine. They want us to develop the best youth system in the country. I think that's all good. That's all fine. There's nothing else that's too major. Nothing, anything like not noticeable. I think it's all fine. We're not getting a new stadium anytime soon, I don't think. Let's have our end of season team meeting. Hi guys, what a season you have just had. I can't believe it. Right, let's win the title again. Yes, fantastic. Yeah, I've got nothing else to talk to you about. Anything else just ends it in disaster. We're just gonna stay with the Premier League. We're not going to talk about anything else. So what's on best 11 looking ahead for the new season? Obviously, Simon. I mean, this is a brilliant squad. If I'm looking at this squad, I'm thinking, where do I improve? Maybe a left back, because we've got, realistically, I mean, Polito is a good left back, don't get me wrong, but he is right-footed, so is Dynamo, and he played there. Maybe we get in another left back and a right back. I honestly don't know about our strengthening in this. I really don't know, because no one's going to come in and replace Carlo. Our midfield is bang on. Everywhere is bang on. I don't know if anyone's actually been released at the end of this season. Obviously, Ramsdale's retiring, so we might get in another young goalkeeper, possibly. But I'm looking at this, sorted by ability. I don't know where we need to strengthen because still got Evan Yaus. He's young. He's still got 5-star potential, but do we sell him? With that kind of value, I think we could get some decent money for him, possibly. Obviously, Afonso Olivia, do we sell him? Do we say goodbye to him and get in another left back? Maybe like a world-class left back? On the bottom line, I don't know what I'm going to do in this episode. So do we have players joining us when the transfer window opens? Some of them do. Some of them join sporadically, mainly because they're all 70-year-olds and they won't join until they're 18. So I guess I will see you all when the transfer window is opened, where we will have some new players to introduce. Now here we go, it's the beginning of the transfer window and the rumour train has already started with Edwards being rumoured with a move to Tottenham, which if Tottenham are ready to make a bid, they're going to have to do that 95 million because I don't really want to sell him to another Premier League club. I'm willing to sell him to like a foreign club, but only for the right price. Or ideally over 90 million, like £100 million, I would take that, but I'm not interested in selling him, you know what I mean? Premier League window has opened. We've been rumoured with one player. That's Anselm. He's a 19-year-old centre-back from Girona. We'll give him a scout. What's his scout report? Not good, but he's potentially Premier League, so we might sign him. I very much doubt it. One of the transfer rumours is James Edwards to Tottenham. I very much doubt that's going to happen, but if it's on the transfer rumour, I guess it might happen. The same with Enrico Martinelli. He's been rumoured with a move to Marseille. Potential value 63. How much should we pay for you? 39.5 million. Yes, that was a recent score. So I don't know. Possibly, maybe if they give us like 70 million, because I think we have promised him he can leave. No, perhaps Ivanov if he gets if we get at least 70 million for him. Yeah, so I think Ivanov probably goes. I don't see him getting much game time this year. Because, I mean, we are signing 2 quality centre-backs, which should be with us very soon. Here we go. Here's the 3 finalised signings. First up being Anderson. He is a 18-year-old Brazilian centre-mid, 2-star current ability, 5-star potential, decent championship player at the moment, but potentially Premier League. We've signed him from ATM for 11.25 million. Now for the big guns. We'll start off with the next youngest. That's Gaishel Menga Katenj. He is a Dutch centre-back, 3.5-star current ability, 5-star potential. He's a wonder kid as well. He's a leading Premier League player at 19 already. I mean, absolutely unbelievable that. We have signed him from Club Brugge for £26 million. I mean, look at that, his value. It's an absolute bargain, that is. And next signing is Max van der Velden. He is a 23-year-old Dutch centre-back, 4.5-star current. I think we sell with Vanov now. I generally think we do sell with Vanov. Because Vanov's not getting anywhere near the team now. So Max is a world-class centre-back. This is what I'm talking about. We signed him from Barcelona for £71 million. I mean, you could say that's probably the right price. Maybe we've underpaid for him. I don't know. I'd say we've underpaid for him. Look, judging by he's a world-class centre-back. So, I mean, he's an absolute gem, he is. I mean, Martelli could be out the door. Who knows? Maybe. But we don't know. We'll wait and see. We will send them all on a extended language course. Let's welcome them in. Yeah, that's fine. That's all good. That's fine. That's fine. Let's ask him to welcome him in. That's all good. I mean, we've picked up 2 good players and 1 decent youngster who could potentially go on to be 5-star potential. Could potentially go on to be the best centre mid at this club. Who knows what's going to happen with his career? I mean, with 2 decent centre backs, I don't see a future for Ivanov here or Muppy. I think Muppy and Ivanov both go. So I'm going to ask the agent we're keen to sell him. Okay, the transfer window's just open. We'll give it a couple more days, and we will see if any clubs want to make a bid for them. When do the next batch of players come in? So one comes in the 1st of January. I presume that's when he turns 18. Yeah. There we've got one coming on the 7th of July, one coming on the 16th of July. So they're coming quite sporadically. So I guess that's fine. But in terms of the squad, I think we're going to be selling quite a few players, particularly the ones that didn't really get much game time last year. I'm looking at you, Afonso, Avalov, Mapiu. You get the idea. I think we're going to be selling quite a few players, but I'm not sure which. And I'm sure we were signed some players, so I think I'll probably come back beginning of July, where hopefully we should have signed some, should have sold some players, and we will have at least one new signing to introduce. Oh, it's the beginning of July, and we have sold a few players and brought in, I think, one player. At the moment, I think we have to sign one player since I last spoke to you. I might have signed a few more, but I just can't remember who I have signed or haven't signed. Obviously, we're still waiting on actually 3 players still to join. Obviously, one of them does join in, well, 2 of them join in a couple of days. Obviously, one of them joins in January. But start off with the players that we've sold. So we have sold Bassio Mepiu. He has joined Al Halal for 60 million. So that is a slight profit on him, £4 million profit. So not too shabby. Then Alex Evans has joined Troyes on a permanent. Was on loan there last season, so he's joined them for 2.1 million. Then we have also sold Afonso Olivia. He has joined Monaco for 16.25 million. And Daniil Ivanov has joined Marseille for 17 million. Both players made a slight loss on Ivanov, but I'm not too bothered by that. And Afonso, we made a profit on him, so 6.25 million. So very good. I mean, look at that transfer net spend. Made a profit in last season. Not too well. This is a little worse because we signed Luis Suarez, who is a Colombian left back, 3.5-star current ability. He's a leading Premier League player at the moment. We signed him from Newcastle for 121 million. We might have overpaid for him, but I think judging by his value, I think we paid the right amount. But the board weren't happy with the amount we paid for. But we paid it all up front, so it's not like it's made a huge difference in terms of the transfer budget, because we've still got £127 million left to spend and well over 1 million left on the wage budget, or just under 2 million to be precise. So yeah, we've still got a lot of money. So this is what the squad currently looks like. We do have some youngsters in here at the moment. So the goalkeepers we've got for this year are Simon and Clanshare. Obviously, Zuma and Egan are both youngsters. Zuma's actually got 5-star potential, 4.5 stars. So I might not bother signing another young goalkeeper, because we've already got Clanshare. He's 20 years old. He's proved himself that he's good enough to be a backup. Obviously, he'll get some game times in the cup competitions. Then centre-backs, we've got Martelli. We've actually just turned down a £35 million offer from Inter Milan, I think it was, but it just wasn't enough. If they're offering like 70, then I might consider. Then we've also got, obviously, Katenge. Who else do we have? Van der Velde. Just sorted by best position. That's easier. So we've got Martelli, Van der Velde, Passafiumi. Alonso is a youngster we signed a couple of seasons ago, so he's going to be joining up with the first team squad. He looks like a good youngster. He's already made 6 caps for Spain. Then what other centre backs do we have? Is it just like the proper centre backs, like best two? Yeah, so it's not too bad. I expect Alonso could get some game time for us this year. What foot is he? He's right-footed. We don't have any left-footed centre backs, but we're not going to worry about that too much. Then left backs, we've got Davies and Luis Suarez. We've also got Umar Ahmed as a like emergency backup. He hasn't played for us yet, but for somehow he has made it to the England squad for the Euros. Don't know what's happening there, but I'm sure that's some sort of bug because he's not played for us yet. I don't know what he did on his loan spell. Okay, he's okay, but it's nothing noteworthy for an England call-up, but he's made it there. Did I mention the right backs? We've got Polito and Briggs. We've also got Angelo Costa, but he's in the under 21s. We're not going to worry about him. We've got centre mids. We've got obviously Palumbo's a attacking mid. Is he really only a 3-star player? I don't think he is. I think he's probably higher than that. So attacking mid, centre mids. Start with the centre mids first. We've got Marangon. Manu is out of contract the next season and doesn't want to sign a new contract, so he could be going. Then we've also got Nime. Obviously, we've got Anderson knocking down in the under 21s. Yeah, under 21s. Then I think that's again, the squad is pretty big because we're in pre-season, so it's including youth players. But I'm sure there's players here we could do a selling, like Manu, who is out of contract. So we could end up selling him only for the right price. Obviously, he is a youth player, so we're going to get a profit for him anyway. So we'll ask the agent. We're keen. We're keen. Oh, right. No one wants to sign him, so we're going to. Oh, okay. He doesn't want to sign a contract yet, but that doesn't mean he won't want to sign a contract in January or after this transfer window has slammed shut. So I think for now, I'm just going to leave it at that for now because I don't plan on doing much transfer business anyway. So I think I probably will just come back right before our first Premier League game of the season. I'm not gonna show you the Community Shield. What the hell is the Euro Sam Club Challenge? What the hell is that? What's that? I'm not showing you that game off camera because we're gonna win that game. We're gonna win that game, so might as not. I'm not gonna bother showing you. So I'll come back just before we play our first Premier League game, and hopefully, maybe I would have sold a few players and maybe signed a few wonder kids. Well, it's the start of a brand new Premier League season, and I've got to be honest with you, I have not signed anyone since the last clip. No one. I've sold a few players, I think, but I haven't signed anyone because I just haven't felt the need to. That doesn't mean we won't sign players before the end of the summer transfer window, but at the moment, I just haven't felt the need to sign anyone else because we've signed most of the players that we needed to before the transfer window opened. Obviously, we still have one player joining in January. Hopefully, he turns out to be an absolute wonder kid. Hopefully, he looks quite good, but don't know if he's going to be that good. So let's take a look at all of the transfers we have done this episode. Start off on the back end of last season. Start off with players that left the club. So Danil Ivanov joined Marseille for a total of 70 million. Alfonso Oliva joined Monaco for 16.25 million. Then moving on to this season, Alex Evans joined Troyes for 2.1 million. Bastien Mipiou joined Al Hilal for 60 million. Obviously, we loaned out some youngsters. Anthony Egan has joined Norwich for 245k. Michael Shawes, who is a youngster, came through our youth system. He's gone out on loan to Luton. Dylan Davies has joined Bayer Leverkusen on loan for this season. Umar Ahmed, another one of our youngsters, has joined Lille on loan. Then Kleber has joined Rotherham on loan. Then players we have bought in. We'll start off with players that came in on the back end of last season. Started with Anderson. He is a Brazilian centre mid, 2 stars current ability, 5-star potential. He's a good championship player, but potentially Premier League. Signed him from ATM for 11.25 million. Next, we've got Max van der Velden. He is a Dutch centre back, 4.5-star current ability, world class centre back. Signed him from Barcelona for 71. I wish we did sign him for 30 million, but we haven't. We've signed him for 71 million pounds. Next, we've got Gaishel Menga Katenge. He is a Dutch centre-back, 3-star current ability, 5-star potential, good Premier League player. Re-signed from Club Brugge for £26 million. An absolute steal, if you ask me, judging by his value. Moving on to this season, we have signed Luis Suarez from, he's a Colombian left-back, 3 stars current ability, good Premier League player. Re-signed from Newcastle for a whopping total of £121 million. Still don't think we've overpaid for him, but the board seems to think we have. Moving on to these signings, they were the signings that were already agreed back in the spring. First up is Stefan Mangiantini. I don't know what we're going with. He's a Italian centre defensive mid, can also do a job at centre back. He's 1.5-star current ability, 5-star potential. Lead the National League player at the moment, but potentially Premier League. We signed him from Fiorentina for £14 million. We are going to be sending him out loan. He's got a loan bid offer from Birmingham, which we have accepted. Then last signing but not least is Kleber. He is a Brazilian centre-back, 18 years old, 2-star current ability, 5-star potential, good championship player, but potentially Premier League. Signed from COR, which I don't know who that is. I don't think it's Corinthians, so I'm just going to call him COR. We signed him from them for £10.75 million, as you already heard. We have loaned him out to Rotherham for this season, so hopefully he gets some first team football. I won't expect him to get a lot, but he might do. He might not. Let's see how much game time he gets. He might come back a 3-star player. Who knows? If he does do that, he'll be in the first team next season. As you can see, transfer budget, it's pretty much stayed the same. It might have got a little bit higher. Wage budget stayed the same. We have offered some players a new contract, particularly Giancarlo. He's been given a new contract to 2041, and he's being paid £250,000 per week. Don't think anyone else received a new contract, but this is what the squad currently looks like going into the new season at the moment. We've got Simon and Clancher as the 2 goalkeepers. Obviously, Simon is first choice, Clancher as backup. Centre-backs, we've got Martelli, Katenge, Van der Velde and Passafiumi, and also Roberto Alonso as backup if he's needed. Obviously, he probably will get some game time in the competitions, like FA Cup, Carabao Cup, stuff like that. Then right-backs, we've got Polito and Joshua Briggs. Left-backs, we've got Davies and Luis Suarez. Not that one, but yeah, you know what I mean. Oh, it's confusing to have Luis Suarez. If he was Uruguay, that would have been even weirder. Then centre mids, we've got Marangon, Kobe Manu, Brandon Ime, and Ethan Goose. Then attacking midfielders, we've still got Palumbo and Federico. Right wingers, we've got Giancarlo as our main one. Then the backup right winger can change if needs to be. But at the moment, we are training Lars Giesa to be a right winger. Evan Yaus can also be a right winger, but he's going to be our backup striker. So right wingers for now, unless we sign another one, which we might not. We've got Carlo and Giesa. Left wingers, Valenzuela and Duarte. Strikers, Evan Yaus as backup, James Edwards as the star striker. He is still wanted, not by Real Madrid, wanted by Inter. Haven't had any offers for him, strangely, which is weird. So yeah, so he's staying with us at the moment, unless we get like a late bid on transfer deadline day, which I don't think is going to happen. But all in all, fantastic transfers in my opinion. A pretty decent squad. Are we favourites to win the title again? Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the season preview. Second, do we have anyone in the Dream 11? We do. Giancarlo makes it in there. Anyone else? So Edwards and Carlo are our predicted key players. How does Edwards not make it into the Dream 11? He was second on the top goal scorer last year. Who is Ben Beachy? Okay, fair enough. He's an England striker. Who's this guy? Who the hell are you? You also play for England. Came through the Brighton youth system. Okay, I feel like that's one we possibly might have missed out on. Didn't see him like down in the youth system. Who qualified for Europe? A lot of teams indeed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 9 teams qualified for Europe. No, eight teams qualified for Europe. That's a lot. Really is. Who's predicted to finish bottom? Stoke, Derby, Leeds. Okay, that seems about right, I think. So I think in that case, I will see you all in the next episode where we shall be playing our Premier League match against Tottenham. I just see. I don't know what match I'm going to play it. I think we do play our Super Cup because it's going to be interesting because it's one of the competitions we haven't really played in. Obviously, I forgot to mention we did win our Euro/South American Club Challenge 4-1. Obviously, we lost against Tottenham in the FA Community Shield, but nobody worries about that because we've already won it before plenty of times. So, in the next episode, we shall be playing against Tottenham in the Premier League and PSG in the Super Cup. If you have enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more Daily Football Manager videos, and thank you very much for watching.